active.
Excuse me? Cool!
Neat.
Hooray!
Thanks for
Talking to
getting
myself. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm in the room with you, so.
Ooh. That's true. I guess I was talking to you.
Yeah.
Mains.
Obviously,
Oh,
going with
no.
Charmeleon. Oh, Fire! What are you doing?
Well, oh, okay.
I mean,
Understand why he might do this. It had a magnet, and it has not a great moveset. Well, it's got cross
it's
chop, but
3 damaging moves with reasonable power. I would
So
take
they-
that for as long as I can.
so they're gonna know that they each took different mains. The main reason that I feel like he would not take the Charmeleon would be so that way he could have the Spinnerack and have it for stop starter or stop Pokemon evolving and get 4 different evolutions pretty quickly. I'm pretty
And also,
sure.
check pointing out.
Is a oh my god, and Miltank is on 29. I again make the dopest ROMs out there. Oh, did that thing have rolling? That had rollout, didn't it?
The Drowsy?
Rock-
I didn't notice.
We'll have to check again, but I think it had rollout, and if that's the case, that's a rock type move. He's saving. Move.
I think he's saving because he's on low health and low speed. So, if he dies, he goes all the way back to New Bark. That's a
strategy.
yeah.
Ouro's already I don't really find them much of anything. They're runnable, but yeah, he'll get that Ariados as well as the Charmeleon info when he fights his rival. So he'll have the info of where it's at. It's just a matter of if it's in a a catchable.
I just lost the restring.
Woo! Oh, Clefable's giving Ouro some trouble. I'm surprised he's gonna check the. Fire doing something. I think he saw the Kingdra and he wanted to go back and get it. Kind of agree with. Wow.
Sacred Fire and Flame Wheel.
And Flame Wheel. Well then.
Hey,
Oh,
burn
Wait.
Sudowoodo's on the card.
what is he doing? You have Rock Smash. Just find. Ouro just found P2.
This ROM is rigged.
It is a little bit. Oh, this could be interesting. It started with counter, so it might not be great.
Well, I mean,
Oh, there's the Kingdra. Looking for. Oh!
yeah, it's
He might. Okay.
it's rolling kick,
interesting.
not roll out.
Yeah,
That was right.
it's rolling kick. That's what I figured. I'm surprised he didn't switch it the first time. Let's see what this Kingdra has.
Getting lags, switching to
Okay.
Okay. I'm switching to a lower quality setting. Hopefully that doesn't.
That
It was
Kingdra
great for me.
is runnable. Just a little bit of an understatement.
Yeah, I completely missed its moveset due to tech issues.
Beam and Blizzard, and then 2 other moves that I missed because he went too quickly. Figures, right?
Okay, so we've got Ice Beam and Blizzard on Fire side. Sacred Fire and Flame Wheel on Ouro. Are we just going to have this trend of every Pokemon having 2 moves of the same type and they're both good?
Sure, why not? I don't see a problem with that.
Tech, please.
Oh, Krabby's traded Pokemon on the card?
No, but 8 water types is. So,
So
Fire
this
might
will
be catching that for that.
Yeah. Oh. And
That's unfortunate.
the Spinnerack has Rock Smash, though. I'm surprised that seeing that he didn't just find something in the interim.
Well, there's no rocks until Dark Cave.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, just find something in the interim and then go into Dark Cave and smash the rock to get the encounter.
Yeah, but he has to get
That-
through the level 4 first.
That's true. What has a rock move? Did it move?
I think Ouro may have seen it on the Krabby.
Oh, wait, right. Ouro is red. I'm so confused because fire is usually red. A
Yeah, this is gonna throw us through a loop.
little bit, yeah.
Ah, rap. Not a fun move.
He's all in on this P2, and I agree with this P2. I mean, it's not terrible. It's got Stab Stomp, and it also has Dragon Breath. Ooh.
It's a lot of damage. Yeah, it doesn't survive that at all.
So a reason why I would think Fire would want to check the Rock Smash encounter if he could possibly get it is because it gives you a level 15 immediately,
Yep.
where Headbutt gives you a level 10. Rock Smash is always a level 15 encounter.
Yeah. The issue is, does he know how to navigate through Dark Cave?
Yeah, that
to
is
the
a big
rocks?
problem. I mean, he could pull up a map. I'm sure he could do that.
The optimal time to do that would be before getting Flash, because then you can take whatever you find, and go straight to Faulkner.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not to mention, there's really nothing on this card that would compel them to get Flash.
Not really, no. I mean, I guess if they were running like a legendary something, or they needed, you know, what's going on here? Why did Ouro do that? Is Ouro thinking about you running the Charmeleon?
He might be. I mean, it's not going to evolve into Charizard anytime soon.
Holy hell! There's War Turtle.
What do you know?
Interesting.
Ouro got ripped off.
He sure did. That might be if he can't find Ariados. It could potentially block him.
Yeah.
I am a little surprised that he is optioning to go with the Charmeleon instead of the P2.
You might just like the Charmeleon moveset better for now.
Oh, yeah, and it really is. It's really disappointing that he didn't see the Kingdra either.
Yeah.
Right now has a better main than Ouro because that Kingdra's stats are so balanced. I think it's like almost like 90 in almost all of its stats.
And Fire's got the War Turtle, so there goes Ouro's advantage.
Yeah. That's unfortunate for Ouro.
Alright, so...
There might still be an advantage in differing information on Rival.
Yeah, possibly.
Oh, it's Mima Buzz. Yay. Wow,
Hold on. I think your restream's a little bit ahead of mine.
Maybe.
Refresh.
Thank you, Fios. Spikes. You sure you don't want to learn that, Ouro?
There is Executor. It's not on the card.
That's gonna be a tough kill for Ouro. He's got nothing that can really deal with types.
Yeah.
The Executor really not proving to be any sort of...
paralyzed.
Oh, it has Stab Psychic!
Psychic!
Okay. Well, he got through, thankfully. Yeah, if anything, this is a ROM. He runs into Forbidden Cassie. Breaking just a little bit, I bet. Hammer. Of course, my ROMs. All of the good stuff is just right in their way.
I know. So...
Oh, goodness me.
So we know that Miltank's on 29. Has Ouro seen that?
He has not.
Alright, so hopefully he finds
Right now-
Miltank with Taurus later.
Yeah, because at that point, Fire has an info lead as far as that's concerned.
Yep. Call 1 is free for him.
man, might be a little interesting to see if he stops to look for something on 32 or 31. I mean,
Yeah.
Fire just run into the Executor. Excuse me.
What?
At least,
But he ran from it. What?
yeah. At least now
can't
we
wait
know
till-
where that dude found. Oh, Ouro. At least we know where that guy found it. Ouro found a Magikarp. That's
Yeah.
not very exciting, but it is a fish.
It is a water type, yeah. It also counts towards 20 owned, which on this card is in a relatively good location.
God, Ouro, stop bonking on the wall. That bonk counter is going crazy.
I don't think you really care as much.
B, hello.
That might be useful. Oh, he doesn't want to catch it. I think that's a mistake.
It might be. You never know.
I mean, it's 2 Pokemon potentially.
Well, yeah, he could use it for the water Pokemon goal.
Yep.
But at least he knows where it is. Kind of mediocre encounters he's decided to move on, which is technically the right choice. Hey, look, berry juice.
Yeah.
Alright.
So let's see if Fire decides to go for the Rock Smash encounter. Well, now he sees the P2.
Gave up on P2 rather quickly.
Yep.
He's gonna opt to keep the... yeah, he's gonna keep the P2 in his party. Interesting.
I wonder if he's planning to use it as a backup.
I feel like if the level 9 is something that the Charmeleon can't handle but can like weaken enough, I feel like he'll switch into the P2, and if it gets enough levels, he could potentially main swap to it.
So, Fire's opting not to go for the Rock Smash.
Interesting. Ouro is getting desperate, it looks like. He's going to go to 36. Check a few encounters. He didn't save the grass on 31, which is surprising.
Yeah.
Could potentially see the desperation
Oh my god.
of Alf play. He's telling me that's not on. That's not on the card? Is it?
No, it's not. It was on the
Alright,
previous
cool.
card.
Okay,
I'm mixing cards up in my head.
that's true. Yeah.
Well, the 9 o'clock's not a...
Oh
yeah,
my
the level
god.
9's not a problem. Did I say 9 o'clock?
You did say 9 o'clock. Yeah, the 9 o'clock isn't a problem. We don't have a 9 o'clock race.
Yeah, it's the 10 o'clock that's gonna throw us through a loop.
Really? Oh, there's nothing but Hitmontop up here. I feel kind of bad for Ouro because he missed out on the Kingdra.
Yeah, Kinger's pretty
He's
good
right
this
now really
race.
desperate. Ooh, we could potentially see a desperate Ruins of Alph play, but
Is defeat Ponyta on the card?
fortunately it isn't.
But, well, Hurt's
Oh!
going to see the Miltank.
Oh, there's Zapdos.
That might be good to main, depends on what it has. We're not
Let's
gonna
plug
get
it
much info
I
at this
promise
point.
we're gonna find out.
Oh,
Nothing
that's,
good.
that's horrible.
Ruins of Alph, here we come.
Ay, ay, ay.
Well, right
You know,
now,
you say
Fire's
you
a
make the
little,
best ROMs, and then this happens.
Well, right now, he
Oh god.
Fire is walled on Miltank.
Yeah,
It
Fire's
has-
struggling against this Miltank.
There's Blastoise. Please.
Yeah, it's slightly better Ward Portal.
It's got Mega Kick. It's from Fire Red. No. Blastoise. Oh, please tell me he runs it.
Oh,
Hey.
please tell me it has something other than Mega Kick.
It's got to.
It's got Blizzard. Okay.
Nope.
Um,
Excellent. Ooh.
that could be useful. It has Foresight, it's runnable. Oh, there's Ariados info on
Oh wow.
in Faulkner's gym.
God, the Pidgeot is not good
It
either.
also has rolling kick. What kind of rando?
Oh my god.
Alright, so that's guaranteed info for both of them. Both the Miltank and the Ariados on that trainer. So Ouro's not gonna have much of a problem finding these Pokemon goals. There is Cubone, that's sometimes on the card. It looks like Ouro is going to make the play on Sprout Tower.
He's desperate.
Fire getting the freeze off on Quagsire. Nice. Alright, Faulkner down. Bomber Crabman.
That's not offering him any help either. Oh jeez.
Baby blessings. Ooh, Bone Club. That could be useful. We'll have to see if Fire decides to teach that. It would be a mistake, given what's on the card. No, he's just selling it immediately. I don't blame him for that.
Yeah.
Ouro, meanwhile, finding a scissors, so I guess for the remainder of the race, he's going to see only Flamethrower and Flyer Blast. One of the things with running Pokemon with quad weaknesses, such as Caesar, is the AI tends to prioritize super effective moves. So, although Caesar has pretty good sets,
Oh, that's a pretty good moveset.
I only saw Tri-Attack as usable. But yeah, he's going to have a hard time against opponents with Fire-type moves. I guess Fire is going to be his main problem in two senses. Get it? Because his opponent's Fire. Anyway. Fire's doing repel strats on 32. I don't blame him. Like the only time I don't repel on 32 is when don't repel is on the card. He's going this way. Okay. Just skipping all the items. I think he feels that he's behind.
Probably.
Given that he's up against Ouro, I don't blame him. Alright. What's in this pond?
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah.
Oh, I would ignore the fact that it's a female as well. Well, Twin Needle, I don't know. Oh, he's got... Oh, okay. I thought he had no balls for a second there. I'm like, whoa.
No, wrong pocket. Yeah, I make that mistake all the time, forgetting which pocket I'm on when I go to the bag. For some reason, Crystal remembers which pocket you're on when you go into battle, but not when you come out.
Yeah.
Razor Wind, Bind, Flame Heal, Twin Needle.
Be super excited about.
Yeah. I mean, Razor Wind is stab.
Yeah, but it's a 2-turn move.
Yeah.
That's
my hesitation.
experience share.
That could come in handy.
Yeah, I don't know if there's any items on the ground that ooh, fire. Not stopping to check the TM in the basement.
Yeah. That could come back to bite him. He might He might think that he's behind, as I mentioned before.
So he's not going to
And
check it, yeah.
yeah,
He
I
might think
think
that
he's
Ouro's already, yeah.
yeah.
So the reason he would skip that is so because if he thinks Ouro is ahead of him, he kind of might think that Ouro would check that TM, and if he doesn't see it marked immediately, he might just assume that it's not there and just skip it.
Yeah, little does he know he's already a city ahead.
Yeah, I think Ouro might be in a little bit of a panic at the moment, though, because it took forever to find that Caesar, and it just got to a point of, okay, I need to take this and go, because it's like he spent too long searching so many encounter slots.
Getting a little bit of lag from Ouro's side. Ugh, Leech Seed. It's not a fun thing to see in a randomizer. Ah, Kadabra. Not on this card.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Alright, so Ouro made it through Faulkner okay. Let's see what he decides to do after this. If he tries to meta play off a fire and skips the TM. It would be hilarious if he does.
Yeah. To make a return trip and waste a little bit of time.
Yeah.
The return trip might not be that bad. He would probably have repels and he'd have a bike, so it would make the trip a little bit faster.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, they can't use TMs anyway, so there's really no reason to check. Looking in case it's like a good move or something.
Yeah. So Ouro tried to get the egg there, realized his party's full.
Too full.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever had that happen to me. Ooh, Polyrath.
There's Polyrath info.
Yeah. Also, I'm surprised that Fire didn't go for the Pokemaniac.
That's true, yeah. But I mean, again, if he has to come back there anyway, there's still the 2 Pokemaniacs that he'll have access to later. So it might make a little bit more sense to come back later and deal with it then.
Yeah. I typically go for the Pokemaniac on my first trip, whether I mean to or not.
Or I like Ouro selling the TM immediately, knowing he's not going to use it.
Well, Fire did exactly the same thing.
I don't think Ouro has repels. Interesting. I think Ouro might be doing a different kind of play than he is used to doing. Usually, Ouro wouldn't. He would usually buy repels and work repels into his shopping route.
He may have
spent
bought
$4,200 on Pokeballs. I don't think he has a single repel.
Yeah, that's interesting. Guess he just wanted to. He just wanted to work 420 in there somehow.
Well, what I'm thinking is he might not repel through a lot of the. Oh, Ouro found Kingdra.
Oh my goodness! This is where I normally shout, "You're here too!"
It's not worthy though.
He didn't live, no. Yeah, so Fire taking the center here. I guess he ran into.
He ran into a Kingdra.
Oh, that.
And
that would hurt.
A little bit. Surprised that Ouro's killing the Flareon.
He might just want some more experience for his Caesar.
Possibly, yeah.
Well, there's another water type for Fire. And it has Headbutt. One thing I should mention about Headbutt and Rock Smash and Fishing is if there's a Pokemon in one of those slots, it's not going to show up on the Pokédex. This Kino giving Fire a little bit of trouble. Dodros is
Yeah.
in Elf too. Fire getting through okay. Dual meaning the Dodrio. Kappa. Right, so we're going to have a chance to see on Ouro's side the items that Fire left behind. I'm hearing voices in your background, Herc. They call to me. Alright, so while we're in a little bit of a lull in the action, I'd like to invite you guys to follow our runners, Ouro and Fire, as well as follow my co-commentator, Herc. And I might as well plug myself as well. Hi, I'm Beacon Exalt. There's Haunter. That's not on this card. Not a bad poke though. Like, if I found it in the wild, I wouldn't hesitate to run it. Unless, of course, I saw that it had a terrible moveset. Like, Boom. That's a move that would turn me off of running it. Oh yeah, Goldeen with that Fire-type move. Exactly what I was talking about before. This Caesar is going to have a hard time in this ROM.
This is really taking its toll on Ouro with these without these repels. He's just getting a lot of encounters, and I'm really kind of interested to see like why he might have taken this route of wanting to not do repels. Like I can see the upside of finding a lot of pokes potentially, but it's really gonna lose him a little bit of time.
Yeah. Apparently, this Mew has Mirror Coat on Fire's side.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's mean.
It's really bad. It means that he's pretty much restricted to Egg Bomb, and he has to hope that Mew doesn't have counter too.
I doubt it will, but oh, and you missed. Oh, and it has Mega Horn. Interesting. Again, that Mew is pretty strong as it. Oh, okay.
My buttocks clenched for you, Fire. Oh my god. Yeah, Egg Bomb is not the most reliable move. Neither is Mega Horn. I'm surprised it's hitting this much. It seems to be locked into Mega Horn for whatever reason. Oh, and there's a Blissey. Alright, let's see how many levels we get off of that. Two levels, that's a pretty good Blissey. Yeah, Dulles is right. Of course it's going to hit every Mega Horn and get crits in half of them. It's the AI. The odds are always stacked in favor of the house. And it looks like Herc has muted himself. So it's just me for now. Get used to it. So, Ouro's now going through the well. Fires up to his rival 2. Starts off with a Weeping Bell. Again, this is info that's exclusive to Fire. Ouro's going to have a different rival because he chose a different starter. So Ouro trying to learn Metronome? I almost missed that. Ooh, Vermilion gets Sing. It missed both of them. God bless Gen 2 misses. Alright, so Fire's going to be the first one into Alex Forest. He's using his Repel here. I mean, that's not optimal. Like, the optimal place to use a Repel would be after taking 5 steps inside the forest. Because those 5 steps are programmed not to give you an encounter. Fire now harassing this bird. That's gonna get him cut. I mean, I guess for that sake... Ooh, Earthquake. I did not notice that before. Yeah, Fire and Herc are going to have to think about that, whether they want to teach that or Sweet Scent later on. Oof, another berry juice.
I mean, I don't have to think about it very hard. I'm not really playing the game.
Welcome back, Herc.
Ouro. Yeah, thank you.
It's in a little bit more subdued than before. Anything happen?
Yeah. Kinda. I don't know. Rather not talk about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's get back to the match then.
Yeah, of course.
Fire's still way in the lead.
He's skipping a lot of items too. I mean, there's no reason to check ground items because he really doesn't need anything to find anything. But finding the 5 different types of balls might help him.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, I think he picked up the apricorn for Kurt.
He picked up the apricorn and he gave it to Kurt after he picked up the lure ball. So he could be planning a clock reset for the 5 types of balls, which would be a really good play.
I'm not sure if he needs that. If he set the clock to roll over to midnight,
yeah,
he could just go back to Azealia and clean up. That'll give him a 3rd ball, and then pick up a great ball, and an ultra ball. That'll be his 5.
Interesting. Ouro just got info on Sweet Scent.
Aha.
That could change things.
Yeah, I think Fire went right twin. So
yeah,
Ouro's going to see this Earthquake TM and immediately check his deck.
He might consider teaching it.
Yeah. The problem is he'd have to find whatever has Sweet Scent without Sweet Scent. I tried that once in a race. It did not end well for me.
Yeah, not having Sweet Scent really is a little bit of is really hampering to, a race.
I keep losing my mixer.
Mine went down as well.
Oh my god. Endured the hit but got frozen. What a meme.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's hurt.
Yep. As I said, all the fire moves. This is just too appropriate.
Yeah.
And I blinked and missed where Kenya was. Oh, Kenya has Sweet Scent!
Serious? Oh my goodness. Interesting though, because they do. So what they're gonna do now is instead of having Kenya hold the mail, they're just gonna give the mail to something else because the game doesn't matter. The game doesn't care what you have or what Kenya is. It just cares about having a Pokemon holding the mail.
Specifically, mail with that particular message about Dark Cave.
Yeah. What does the mail even say? I don't even remember.
Dark Cave goes to another route.
Oh, I never knew that.
I think there was the there's Tauros in the contest.
Oh.
And it's 18.
Well
can win.
then.
And then the card spoiling it for us. Fire has successfully captured the Tauros.
Now that could give Ouro a little bit of a scare, just him finding that.
Well,
I mean, I
Ouro
don't
might
think he
think
has
that
any
it's
sort
the Miltank, since that's the only thing he has info on right now.
Right. Don't know if I don't think Fire really has a reason to do the Pokemon contest or the yeah, he doesn't have it.
Well, I mean, it's 10 slots that don't show up in the decks.
That's true.
And there's also the TM in here.
Yeah, plus everything he catches counts towards owned. So yeah, man, maybe.
Yeah. I always do the contest even when it's not on the card because it gives me a quick quit after getting the TM.
So Fire has a really good lead at the moment, progress-wise, but I feel like, based off of his last race, he kind of struggled during the...
420 points for that Tauros.
Nice. That was calculated.
What a meme.
Fire's, endgame is a little bit shaky. Last race. So I could potentially see Ouro, even though he's a little behind, being able to catch up during cleanup.
Yeah,
outing
I
and
wouldn't doubt it.
whatnot.
Speaking of Ouro, he's getting paralyzed by his rival's Dunsparce.
Yeah.
And
Mr. Mime has Fire Blast.
Oh my god.
Really not good.
What is this ROM? Oh,
Fire's found 34.
Yep, right here.
Or who's gonna realize, uh-oh.
Yep.
He's a little bit ahead of me. Contest. Well, he's in Azalea.
Yeah, Doles, I completely agree with you. Having that quad weakness to fire is going to be Ouro's handicap.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Well, there's another Mew. No! Fire! You know what it has!
Oh, God. Well, then. I'll be.
I'm trying to learn Scratch. Yeah, that's a good move. I would have totally learned it.
Oh, and you know what else? He's gonna mark 8 trainers on 35.
Yeah, and that's going to
a
give
little bit.
a lot of info to Ouro.
That'll probably put Ouro in a slight panic.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt that.
Rightfully so.
There's Kanga's mom.
Oh, that paralyze from Dunsparce.
It's the second time in as many attempts at this fight.
Yeah, he might just have to hold out and hope that,
Oh, he's...
Fire Blast.
I didn't notice, but he withdrew a whole bunch of death fodder.
Yeah, he did.
I think he's going for the paralyzing Mr. Mime. Yeah, there we go.
There it is.
It's gonna be good.
Tactics.
Now, unfortunately, Mr. Mime has 2 amnesia up, so it's going to be a little bit bulky, but
Well, here's the other thing too: is that Fire Blast, I believe, only has 5 PP. I think it has 5 though.
Yeah, I think it does. So he might just be PP stalling it.
I think he's just PP stalling. I think it's out of Fire Blast.
And he just kills it
Didn't
in one
matter
shot.
anyway. Just destroyed it.
Alright, so Ouro's back in this race.
Let's see first. Let's hold off until
He's not repelling.
yeah, yeah, it's true. No, he bought 4 repels. I watched him do it.
Yeah.
Interesting move here by Fire, not trainers fully yet. I wonder what he's
I think he
planning on
might
doing
be saving it for his third trip up.
Potentially, or he could be waiting until like late game to make Ouro think that you know, he's not there yet. Find Miltank Tauros. He's got info on Aerodactyl as well. My goodness.
Well, I imagine that Herc's going to get that info as.
Wait a minute! That trainer's name was Duelist Kaiba!
What?
No!
What kind of rando? A lot of Zapdos in this ROM.
Cut. Well, Garth, I mean, he could have caught something just that he wanted to check that was just conveniently holding it. That there's always that possibility.
Yeah.
Picking up 34 is a very big, like, flag that it's like, hey, I'm in a location of, like, very few instances early game that, you know. Oh, Ouro found leftovers. That's super good.
Yeah. He's also, yeah.
Charmeleon, though.
He gave it to Charmeleon.
Come on, Ouro. This is not the time for flubs.
Yeah. I'm sure Ouro's going to be super happy when he sees Sweet Scent on Kenya.
Listen, I told him earlier that I was about to lose him as a friend because of this ROM, and I stand by that because my word, the ROM for him.
Yep.
Didn't see Kingdra at all, and Fire saw it, I believe, like 4 times. Say, or well, that's really not gonna last long.
Yep, there goes the Venusaur. So that's 3 badges for Fire. Yeah, once Whitney stops crying.
Yeah.
Alright, Herc's going to get his bike. Herc, not Herc. Ouro.
Ouro's not the only person. There's also Kizaron and Alta Biscuit.
Yeah, they're all getting bikes.
No, they all get bad luck with my ROMs.
Oh, Spongy Cat. Yeah. I keep calling Ouro Herc for some reason. You might just have that effect on me, Herc.
Well, he's about to teach Earthquake, I think.
Yep. See that Sweet Scent on Kenya and be like, eee!
He's skipping.
Oh, he's not even checking. Now. What? Okay.
What's up?
Ouro's not even checking. That's questionable, in my opinion.
Checking what?
He gets checking Kenya.
He will later.
Yeah. Well, at least he found the Tauros first encounter.
Yeah, Fire's like a big underdog in this match.
Yeah. And he seems poised to get a sub-hour Morty, which is really good for Cinco Bingo.
Yeah.
My best Morty split is like 50 minutes, and that's when I was blitzing like crazy. I think I got a Mewtwo as a starter or something.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Kenya doesn't need Arena. Icy Wind, Curse, Spark, and of course, Sweet Scent. Let's... Knock, knock, knock. Yeah, this party order from Fire is a little questionable. Like, is he leaving Kenya in front? Oh, because it has Spark. I see. It's actually clever. And it's a Yanma. That's sometimes on the card. Yeah, the reason why I said that was... Oh my god. That's going to be a bit annoying. I mean, the Dodrio has Flame Wheel. So I guess putting Kenya in front wasn't necessarily the best play after all. Although I do see where Fire Mind was at. And of course the card spoiling it for us. He does get the burn first try. And then catching it for 20 owned. Okay, now he sees the Sweet Scent on Kenya. So Ouro's pretty happy about that. It's gonna give away the Tauros. And exactly as I thought, teaching that Earthquake immediately. There's his 1 TM for the whole race. Oh, Suicune has rollout. It's runnable. Actually, let me check Flame Wheel's chance since it's coming up as a question. Anyway, Fire's just selling whatever he wants. Oh yeah, Revives, that's gonna be incredibly useful. Given what this ROM has already thrown at our runners. So, Flame Wheel has a 10% chance to burn. Well, there's Slowking info. I don't remember if Fire's seen that as well. Yeah, he has. It's on the Fire Breather. Ouro's doing a pretty nice job at catching up at this point. Fire having a... Oh, that Destiny Bond, that's going to be a bit of a problem. Stalls it out though, so good for Fire. Yeah, Destiny Bond is one of the worst moves to come up against. Yeah, I'm surprised about that too. Like, you don't pass up Earthquake. Ever. You know, unless you have, like, an attack stat of 10. Anyway, Fire just cleaning up these kimono girls. Think Venusaur. What a meme. Alright, so that's Kimono Girls down. Fire's going to pick up Surf right here, and then head over to Rival 3. I wonder if he's going to check this hidden item up here. Nope. Blows right past it. Not surprised. There's another hidden item in the tower right next to where Yazine walked from. Surf is a very good move in Kingdra. It's, what is it, 95 power plus stab. So, he's not even saving. I wonder if that's because he's just that confident, or if it's because he failed to turn frame. There's Lydian, that's on the card. That's info that Fire has that her, Ouro's not going to get. Pika. And Ouro not finishing off the Route 35 trainers. Okay. I mean, sure. I mean, Fire obviously having no problem getting through Rival with Surf Kingdra. Unfortunately, because he doesn't have the audio, we're not going to be able to hear what the dogs are. Yeah, Ouro's having some trouble statusing the Yanma. Anyway, Fire heading into Morty's gym. I don't know what. Heart sent a message. Okay. So something came up in real life for Herc. He's not going to be able to remain with me for the remainder of this race. So we might be joined by Civil Yoshi in a bit. Stand by for that. There's coughing info for Fire. That's going to be good for him. He can snipe Ouro's soul red only goal. This Yanma is not being very nice to Ouro right now. There's Nidoqueen, that's not on the card, unfortunately. Oh my goodness, Ouro. Luck is really not on your side this run, is it? Oh my god. And Taurus is gonna hit itself, yep. This weird tree does not like to be paralyzed. that's just giving Fire even more of a lead. I mean, you might be mistaken, but I think this Tauros is the only thing that Ouro really has to paralyze with, although, does he still have that Charmeleon somewhere? I think Spark's a better chance. Yeah, Spark is a 30%. Thunder Punch, I believe, is 10%. Yep. Yeah, Thunder Punch is 10%, Spark is 30%, and his Charmeleon does have it. So I'm confused as to why Ouro is going all in on this Tauros. Bomber type. Okay. So Kaiba goes from being a duelist to being a bomber. Also, sub-hour morning. Nice. Oh, his Charmeleon's fainted, is it? Yeah. I can see why that would stop Ouro from wanting to use it. Spark from Charmeleon would not be too strong, considering the level difference. Okay, Ouro finally got it. He lived on 2! That is just his luck. And he's going to turn in Kenya right away, get that TM50. He must know that he's miles behind Fire. Teaching Strength over Egg Bomb, not a bad move. In Fire's position, I would have taught Earthquake over Confusion, just for the coverage. And Confusion really isn't that good a move. And it's only really good at poison and fighting. Fighting, you can get away with just any special move. Fighting types tend not to be especially defensive. And poison is covered by Earthquake anyway. Wonder what this Shucky is. It's a Miltank! That goal is so free! You released it. What a meme. Alright, so Ouro is finally getting to a critique just as Fire starts Chuck's gym. Alright, so Ouro's got the 5 different types of Pokeball. I hope he remembers to deposit them before he uses them. He's also running a very low money route. It's not something I usually see. Ooh. Thunder Hypno. Not fun. At least it didn't paralyze. Alright, it looks like Civil Yoshi is going to be joining us in about a minute or so. Made argument? No, I can't. Drake Helen, if you could do the honors, or Herc. Your fire's just blowing straight through this gym. Hi, Yoshi.
Hey, Pika. Nice to be working with you again.
Likewise. Chaperone Kaiba. Everyone is Kaiba in this ROM.
So I see we're just getting to fly on Fire's side, and Ouro's a bit behind him.
Yep. Yeah, Ouro got some pretty poor luck earlier on.
Yeah, the pseudo Wudo was pretty brutal. Thunder Punch not paralyzing.
Yeah, it wasn't just a pseudo Wudo. He had a lot of difficulty finding a main.
Yep. Scissor's okay. Being weak to fire, being 4 times weak to fire isn't great. But it has okay attack and good defenses. So as long as you don't run into too many fire moves, you'll generally.
Well, that's the other problem.
There's been a lot of fire moves in this.
He has run into too many fire moves.
Yeah. I imagine with Fire's Kingdra.
Yeah. Also, I just want to make 2 quick comments. First, a comment from Chad. Pokemon Crystal Kyber Core Edition. Thanks to Dulls for that. And also, Chaperone Medician. Alright, so Fire collecting his 5th badge.
Yep, getting Fly. Probably gonna start heading over to Lake of Rage. Might not see cleanup quite yet, but he's getting there.
Yep. This may or may not be his last badge. I do see Lugia's room on the card, which requires Glacier badge to use Whirlpool.
Yeah, and I guess column 4 doesn't look too bad except for catching a Pokemon in Lugia's room.
Yeah. Well, Lugia's room isn't really that bad. You
it's only a couple of them.
You need to know how to navigate the dark room. Once you learn, like, in general where the ladders are and where the water is, it's really not that hard to navigate.
Yeah, it's only a couple of rooms, like 3 or 4 screen transitions, not too much.
Yeah.
Oh.
The screen transitions are, for the most part, what you use to navigate.
Yeah, and that would also... I don't know how he's been doing on the 20 Pokemon owned goal, but...
Yeah, I didn't pay attention to Fire's Pokédex count.
Fair enough.
Had it open.
Alright, well, Rival 3 goes down for Ouro. Relatively painlessly, thankfully.
Yeah. Fire is going for the Pokemaniac in here, skipping all the items outside. He's been skipping a lot of items lately.
So, Suicune is Eevee, and I heard a Rapidash, I think, for Entei.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if
I completely
we
talked over Raikou.
Yeah, it's fine. We got 2 of them.
And Dills is right. Using the walls to navigate is also a technique that you can use in the dark rooms. It's kind of like having your sword out, charging up a spin attack in Legend of Zelda.
Yeah, bonking is actually useful in dark caves. Helps you guide your way.
Yep.
Not all bonks are bad.
But some are worse than others.
Exactly. Kingdra seems to be doing a lot of work.
Yeah.
Being weak to just Dragon and having solid bulk and okay attacking stats on both ends is
it's been said that Kingdra is the most average Pokemon, and for Fire it seems to be pulling its weight quite nicely.
Yep. Huge fan of Kingdra. Solid choice.
Fire going straight for the Pokemaniacs on his way up. Probably going to head down to Union Cave at some point, finish that up.
Yep, and Fire gonna be picking up his shiny Pokemon goal shortly.
Yep.
See what that Gyarados has in store. Well, I say Gyarados, but you know. Well, Gyarados has been replaced with.
Duelist Midician.
Man, is this like the Yu-Gi-Oh ROM?
I
Hello?
guess. Yeah, all the Pokemaniacs are duelists. That's all the Pokemaniacs on Fireside after this guy. He just has 3 more in Union Cave to finish up. If you recall, he skipped the one guarding the TM. I don't know, he might be going for the green Pokemaniac on 44.
Yeah, I mean, it's either that one. He's not, almost definitely not going to Mount Modar for that one. So.
No, he did.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Huh. I've always been told that one's a bit slow, but compared to the other ones. But I guess he's not going to Blackthorn, so.
Yeah, there's not really much of a need to do so. Anyway, if Ouro didn't know how far behind he was before, he does now.
Yep, that shiny Pokemon goal. Ouro knows it's going to be rough from this point. Fire's going to have to get stumped on... Let's see, does he have a way to victory yet?
So so they both have Poliwrath Slowking info. I think Fire has Aerodactyl info. They both have Ariados info. And there's the Aerodactyl. It's in a relatively nice place.
If Fire has Golbat, Coughing, or Grimer info, he can get bottom left to top right pretty easily.
Yeah, there's been a couple of Coughing.
Yeah. He can also grab the 4th column and the 2nd row. It depends on how many Pokemon he has caught, but that's 3.
Yeah, well, he has 10 right now. Ooh, first try Aerodactyl. Nice.
It's a nice find.
Apologies to Ouro. We stopped paying attention to him because of how far behind he is. But in our defense, we're not getting new info from him.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard. Obviously, he's just going through everything Fire's gone through at this point, and it's hard to really comment when we're not getting the info we need, like, to add to the board, really. But he's got a Quagsire, so that'll help him on his way to the own 8 different type of water Pokemon, at least.
Yep. I wonder how many water pokes each of them has. Anyway, Fire going back to 37. I forget what was here. Was it the Ariados? For our erection, I don't think Ouro is going to fly skip. He doesn't have teleport, as far as I know. There's Weedle. That's 2 evolutions and a Beedrill.
Yep.
And there's the Ariados.
And 1 Yellow Ball will get it.
Nicely thrown. Oh, Beedrill's not even on the card. What am I saying?
Yeah, the only...
You only use it for Stop Evolving and Evolve 4.
Yeah, only Pokemon goal left is the Poliwrath Slowking that we don't know of.
Fire picking up the ball from the April coin that he gave to Kurt. That's going to be his 5.
Yeah, Fire definitely has a road to victory now. Defeat Rebel 4. If you want to go to Lugia's room, bottom left to top right. Column 4. row 2.
Yeah, Lugia's room is easy enough to get to that. If it's on the card, I'd go for it.
Oh, there's also Vanna and Paris on the card, so that's another piece of info
Yeah,
I'm not sure we
but
have.
I'm not sure we've seen any info on that from either player.
Okay.
69 experience. We're all children. Ouro now picking up his mill tank. He's probably like, oh my god, that was so free.
Yeah, Ouro getting Fly shortly, but Fire's gonna be picking up another goal, the Pokemaniac.
It's an uphill battle for Ouro at this point.
Yeah,
There's
for
the,
sure.
First stop on Weedle.
So because I wasn't here at the very beginning, what tragic main issues did Ouro run into? Was there just nothing on the starting route?
So
Or-
he did not see the Kingdra,
Okay.
and there was nothing on 29, nothing on 30. He didn't even check 31 or Dark Cave. Found the Caesar in Sprout Tower eventually after checking, was it in Sprout Tower? I think it was.
Yeah, I mean,
he checked Sprout Tower, but not before checking 36 and Elf.
yeah, that's a lot of time.
Oh, he
spent
did
searching
check
for a means.
Dark Cave? Okay. Okay, Slowking's not in a bad place either.
Wow, this seems like the evolve. All right, so the evolve 4 different Pokemon goal. I don't know if they've been catching leaf stonable or like stonable Pokemon.
Well, there's Eevee in Dark Cave.
Oh
if I
yeah,
recall
so
correctly.
that's a pretty reasonable goal. As long as Eevee's appearance rate isn't ridiculously low.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think either runner checked 46. Fire checking the water first. I don't remember if he checked any grass slots on his first trip through here. He might be assuming that Ouro checked grass slots here. Then didn't find Slowking. Well, there is Artillery, that's a water type.
Yep, those don't hurt.
I guess Fire might be considering the level 40 for his route.
I think that goal's okay.
Only 4.
Yeah, the level 40 is not that bad. You just go to I usually do the Suicune method.
Yeah.
Or Roamer, obviously, but Roamers are luck. I don't know, it takes like around, I'd say like 5 to 10 minutes to do completely. And
There's the Slowking.
Slowking. But I also like bundling the level 40 plus Pokemon because it helps with your stop evolving 4 times goal anyway. You're going to be doing that regardless.
Yeah.
So,
And then you're also going to be evolving
4 different Pokemon.
Okay, Fire's going here now. If I were him, I would have routed this check in with Lugia's room. Just because it's in the same area.
There's another water.
Yep, that'll be 6 for Fire.
And Bullet Runner is doing a pseudo high five. Ouro going to pick up his fly real quick.
Yep. This Feraligatr does not want to get in the ball.
I mean, that's what happens when you YOLO bowl, man. 1/3 chance is not always 1/3.
Yeah. Sometimes it's 1 in 30,000.
Hey, well, maybe he's just gonna buy more balls and get closer to that 0 money on hand goal.
Possible. That might be why Ouro's been running such a low money route. No, when I run with 0 money on the card, I typically do my normal money route and only worry about money at the end. Because like you're going to get an insane amount of money in the mid game anyway. Fire's still looking for that thing that's here that I forgot what it was. Coughing, I believe.
Nothing but Gator.
Gator, please. It's super annoying when there's only the 60% to be found, but there's the coughing. Yeah, card spoiled it for us. He catches it on his second ball. There's the Aerodactyl for Ouro.
He catches it on his first ball because he has Super Fang. Good move for catching Pokemon.
Yeah, not a bad play. So what's Fire going to do next?
Picking up his radio card and Rival 4, I assume, while he's here.
Yeah, he has a coin case, so... Oh, hi, Medic. Sensage Doduo Cleffa. So, nothing really useful in the game corner.
And not even a water type.
Yeah. Kinda sucks, but, you know... He was down there anyway for the Pokemaniacs.
Well, he could also use them to get the 20 Pokemon own goal. I usually like buying those 3 stat goals on the card.
What did he just release?
I think he just deposited the Kingdra. Did he release something?
He released the Aerodactyl.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay. I mean... Sure.
Let's see what Eevee is.
Ampharos. So not terribly useful for Evolve 4. Which is a interesting movement from Fire there.
First try radio card.
Yeah. Possible that we can see a virtual high five. He didn't win the lottery. That's sad.
Hey, at least he tried. You can't win if you don't try.
Yeah. Credit to him, I guess. So, Fire seems to be going for Rival 4 right now. Not a bad play. Gives him a bingo.
Mm-hmm. And then... he's getting close.
So, Stop 4 will give him another bingo. Vanilla Paris would be nice info to have.
Yeah, Venonat Paris would be ideal. I guess it's a question of whether he thinks getting 20 Pokemon is faster than doing Lugia's Room and losing all the money on hand. Well, he's gonna have to lose all the money on hand anyway. So I guess between 20 Pokemon and Lugia's Room, that should give him 5, right?
Yeah, so he'll have defeat Rival 4, he'll have 0 money on hand. That'll be 2 20 pokes, Stop 4. He doesn't even need Stop 4 if he goes for Lugia's Room, actually.
I mean, I think he's getting this top 4 anyway, because he has the Weedle,
Yeah.
and it's already stopped twice, I believe. So, could be once or twice, not sure.
So, potentially this could be a 6-9 Cinco, also known as a Sace. Ouro's just now cleaning up these Pokemaniacs that he left behind. Oh my god. Fire's rival has a Caesar. What are the odds?
That is pretty good. The game knows.
It knows. Now, if Ouro's rival had a Kingra, that would just be the kicker. And it would appear that we are about to find out what Ouro's rival has in a minute or so. So Fire gets his rival for a goal, and I believe that's his third stop on Weedle.
It's either his third or his second, but I'm pretty sure it's his third.
It's at least his third.
Did he
You
just
can't
sweet scent?
You can't sweet scent in the city, Fire. No, he probably misclicked.
Yeah, fly being right under it.
Yeah, very, very likely that it just dropped his input.
So it looked like he was walking towards Suicune. Has he done?
He has not yet.
Okay. Alright, so he's gonna be getting that corner there, and that's gonna give him another bingo. He's not going for,
He's not doing Logia's room.
yeah.
Eh. I mean,
It is a whole gym, so I understand it. It is the investment of going to Price, beating Price, and going back.
well, I
but-
mean, it's only 2 fights. You know, unless you want to go through his whole gym and beat everyone to evolve the Weedle. And he's gonna get that anyway. Fire turkey. That's fun to face.
Ouro done.
Oh, there's Venonat.
Oh baby, yeah. That if that's
That's-
obtainable,
If that's obtainable, then I think that's going to be Fire's route to finish. Just
Yeah,
capture Venonat and lose his money.
yep, he'll have column 1, column 2.
Column 5, row 1, row 3.
Yep, that'd be GG.
So there's one evolution for Fire. Not that he's going to need it. Fingers crossed.
Maybe he's going for the blackout. At this rate. Everything on the card, well, that's assuming then that is actually somewhere obtainable. But he could black out the board with this seed. And in
Yeah,
a reasonable time too.
So Ouro has 20 owned. So
Okay.
at this point, his route would be, I presume, row 1, row 2, call to BLTR, and then just one other line. Perhaps stop evolving 4 times.
Yeah,
He's
stop
looking
evol-
for Fire. As if he hasn't seen enough Fire.
Alright, 2 evolutions for Fire. Speaking of
Yep.
Fire.
He's got... Yeah, he's got 20 owned as well.
First
So
try Ariados for Ouro.
Also checking water types, see how many he has at this point. He has 6. So...
Alright, let's see
if he really wants, he could do Evolve 4 and then lose all his money. Oh, he's not even going for the level 40 at this point.
He could have caught the Eevee and then evolved into a Vaporeon. Another water type right there. Optimal.
Yeah. If he wants to do that, he could.
Or he could just get a goal. But...
I think... Oh, that's right. You're right. I forgot that Suicune was the Eevee.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to, confirm that, but I'm, 99% sure my Cry sense isn't that bad.
Okay, Venonat's in a good place. He's going to go for that. I think that was Cinewood Water?
If it is, that means it's probably in the 10% slot. Though I guess the...
Well, he hasn't checked Cinewood Water. He was checking...
a little bit further out.
Yeah. Ooh, this sheep though. There is the Venonat. So now all Fire has to do is lose his money, and he's done. So it's unfortunate for Ouro that he gets knocked down to lose his bracket this early in the tournament. He just... luck was not on his side this run. It's also unfortunate for my bracket. I had Ouro making it to the semifinals.
With the predictions. It's bad for losers. Bad for everybody in losers. That's what it's bad for as well.
Yeah. Because
Nobody
now
wants
Ouro's just going to sweep losers and make it to the final that way.
Yeah, nobody wants to play Ouro and losers, that's for sure. It's a cruel way to go out. But yeah, I mean, I wasn't here for the...
This is actually perfect for getting down to 0 right on the mark. GG Fire.
Yep, GG. Didn't have to feign or anything.
I have feelings.
Hello,
and they are
everyone.
strong.
GG.
GG to both of you. Anything?
Perk, I hate you.
Oh my god. Okay, so with
Hello,
this
hi.
win, I just screwed up my own bracket predictions.
GG.
I am actually not happy right now. Not just because I lost, but
I feel for you.
that was dumb.
You had some of the worst luck I've seen in a while.
The first half an hour was terrible. Sudowoodo can die in a fire.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
actually just got it first try on Flame Wheel.
I had to use the Tauros that I caught in the Bug Catching contest because my Charmeleon with Spark was dead, and I could not get Thunder Punch to paralyze for the life of me. I couldn't find a main. I had to look literally everywhere. Wound up with a Scizor that, of everything, had fire moves because I was running a Scizor.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the things I was talking about during the race is when you run a poke that has a quad weakness, the AI will always show you a move that can exploit that weakness.
Yeah, and of course, me picking Charmeleon as a starter, which you didn't do, the Mr. Mime had Fire Blast on Rival 2, which was great.
Oh,
That was
bad,
fantastic.
man.
Thankfully, it unlearned it later on, but
I was really banking on. I was between getting the Spinarak or the Charmeleon, but I was like, you know what? It's easy to get Ivysaur, Charmeleon, Wartortle because that's 6 pokes. So let me just go for the Ariados and give my opponent something that's weak to water. And it turned out pretty nice because in Route 29 there was a Wartortle, and I was like, okay.
yeah. What did you do for stop Pokemon evolving 4 times?
While I was looking for Ariados, I found a Weedle that was level 16, so I just caught it and gave it an EXP
See,
share.
that would have been great. I found my first pass through the route that Ariados was on. I found Quagsire, and that was it. So I was like, okay, a water type, fine.
So
When I came back for Ariados, it was the first encounter I got.
Oh.
So I didn't see anything else. And Weedle would have finished up Evolve 4 and stopped same Pokemon evolving 4 times for me. And then I probably would have just killed the 40 and been done.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, yeah.
I was actually
missing
doing the
information.
40, but one of the trainers had Venonat information, and I was like, okay, changing path. Let's go. Because I didn't have the last Evolve 4 Pokemon. I had 3, but not the 4th. I would have to catch something anyway, so I was like, all right, let's go for Venonat.
Mm-hmm.
surprisingly, this is a very completable card.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, the card was nice. It like with the way Fire was going, he could have blacked out the card at like 145 at most, almost.
Yeah.
Yep. I just need
Yeah,
one
there wouldn't have been
Evolve.
that much left.
40.
Because he did all the trainer goals, which are the longer ones. Just would have had to beat Price and go to Lugia's room.
Yeah. So Fire, early on in the race, you were blitzing like mad. You skipped a whole bunch of item locations. Did you think that you were behind at that point?
Not really. I didn't think I was behind. I actually thought I was ahead, but I thought to myself, you know what? There's absolutely no reason to pick those items. I feel pretty confident in my main. I don't think I need all that many resources and healing and stuff. So let me just go as fast as possible and get as big of a lead as possible.
All right, because it did make a gamble on the TM in Union Cave. It ended up paying off.
I was
I mean-
unusually thorough at the beginning, and I deeply regret it.
I mean, it wasn't really so much of a gamble as it was I was going to get that TM, but because I wasn't set on doing 10 Maniacs anyway, I was just going to do that when I had the bicycle, because there was really no point in doing it. And it turns out pretty fine, because the Kenya had Sweet Sand, and I thought, oh man, I can teach Earthquake, but in the end, I never taught a single TM, so it was bad, man.
Yeah, Ouro actually ended up putting the Earthquake on Caesar.
Oh, yeah.
I actually goofed on that. It didn't end up mattering, but I goofed. If you notice, I accidentally taught it over Tri Attack. I meant to teach it over Light Screen, which, like, keeping Light Screen was kind of like a nice safety insurance plan in case, like, some fire move really destroyed me. Which, you know, now that I think about it, there's kind of sick irony in the fact that I was running Scizor and I lost to Fire, and I lost to Fire.
Yeah. I've
That's
been
because
thinking
you
about
took
that.
I shot myself in the foot with that one.
Also, Fire's rival 4 had a Caesar.
Oh, yeah, it did.
Interesting.
The game knew.
And it had Sandstorm, by the way.
Yeah, I thought that was a little Darude.
Yeah, overall. I was like so nervous at the very beginning because I knew I was against Ouro. I was mentally prepared to lose, and like I was very nervous. I was so afraid of making mistakes. It was pretty nerve-wracking.
Quite the upset victory for you.
I was starting to get really nervous once, like, your cleanup goal started getting kind of slow, because I was, like, super, like, by the time you were marking off Shiny, like, I was getting to Chuck. Like, I was, like, super far behind, like, cleanup-wise, or, like, progress-wise. But, like, I saw you were doing a bunch of goals that weren't on my route, so I was like, okay, like, I can do this different route and, like, probably catch up. But you stabilized too much and you got too far ahead, so...
Yeah, I didn't do Shiny immediately. I went to do other stuff.
Yeah, I saw you went to do TM50. I ended up getting that on the way to Eckerty because I knew I wouldn't have to go back there because I found the experience share on the ground. But yeah, I was like goofing so much. Like after the shiny, I like flew back to Goldenrod to do stuff in Goldenrod. Realized I forgot to talk to Lance to trigger the stuff for the basement for Rival 4, and then I had to fly back. Like I was just like goofing up so much at the end just because I was nervous, and I was just like, oh god.
Yeah, I mean the beginning. It's rando for you, right? Where you're looking for a main and nothing pops up, and your opponent gets a good main right off the bat, and he starts going ahead, and you see those goals pop up, and you're like, "Dang, how am I going to get back from this?" And sometimes the difference is just too much from bad luck.
Yeah, I saw Firemark like Miltank Tauros, and I was like, okay, like I don't know really where he is at this point, so like maybe it's an Ilex, and then it didn't show up in Ilex.
Was 100% free because I saw Miltank on Route 29, but it didn't have balls.
Oh, Miltank was the Kenya or the Shuckle, so
Your Shuckle, yeah.
Yeah, that too. And I caught it in a contest at Taurus, as you might expect.
But yeah, you found you marked the Tauros like once I found the Tauros and Bug Catching contest, like I figured TM34 was there too, because like you marked it pretty close after that. Like
Yeah.
I had a lot to go off of, but it was too big of a gap.
Yep. Any final thoughts about this ROM card combination?
I went back to round 29, Route 29 to get a main. I never do that, like ever. I think it's the first time doing that play, and it paid
Yeah,
off. In
I
the end.
think I checked Dark Cave for a couple encounters. I checked 36. I checked Ruins of Elf. I checked Sprout Tower, which is where I ended up finding Scizor. There was nothing.
Oh, by the way, where did you get Go by Coffin Grimer?
It was on 30. I think it was on 30.
Oh,
It was pretty early, yeah.
It was either 30 or
Oh, well.
31. It was one of those two.
I don't remember you checking many slots on 31.
I
I
didn't.
maybe saw like one thing on 31, but
I didn't see anything on my first pass, like at all.
Understandable. Alright, well, congratulations again to you, Fire. Thank you both for entertaining us tonight. And we're gonna shut this party down. And take a like salt.
All right, everyone. Good night.
See ya.
Civil Yoshi, if you want to sign off.
Oh yeah, thank you for having me, Pika. I know it was kind of last second hop in, but enjoy myself. Good luck to you, Oro and losers. I hope I don't see you there. I feel bad for whoever does, and good luck to Fire with the rest of your bracket.
I just gotta tear my way to another finals with keys in the same way we did the first time. That's all I gotta do.
Oh man.
Yep.
Yep. So thank you, everyone. Have a good night and take it easy.
See ya.
See ya.
See ya.
Awesome. So